So those bird sounds, I didn't plan on it. I was just setting up, but it is too cloudy, so I brought the mount back inside. I was only doing planetary astrophotography last night. I'll share with you those planetary pictures. I think I shared the Mars picture on Instagram. I also got, I think, Jupiter and Saturn. I'll share with you those pictures as well at the end of this video. So if you are trying to take planetary astrophotography, I think this is the good time because Mars opposition is coming. Mars is coming really close to us, like in October 13th, October 14th time frame. So everyone is interested to take pictures of Mars. So I would definitely encourage you to take pictures of planets. I think they are bright. They are available right in the nighttime, right after the sunset. Mars is even coming in within a couple of hours. So it's a pretty good opportunity to take Mars because you get all the details. Generally, we get like this red blob, but now you get all the details of the Mars, the surface details and all. I wanted to give you a couple of tips on the planetary astrophotography. So if you are setting up your telescope, it doesn't matter what telescope that you use. Make sure you set up your telescope during the day and make sure the red dot finder is pointing the same place as the telescope. There is an additional red dot finder that the Celestron has. It is called RACI, R-A-C-I, if I'm right. So if you use that, it is a lot more accurate to actually pinpoint the exact location where you are looking at. If you saw all my previous videos, I've been using the red dot finder, but what I'm noticing is the longer the focal length, the error that the red dot finder and the camera, what it is looking at, is different, even though I'm picture perfect between those two alignment. So it's better to use a bit more focal length of kind of either a guide scope or maybe use RACI, one of these things, to make sure you can actually see during the day, and then nighttime you will not have that much of a frustration to find the planets. I think that might be helpful for you from a tip standpoint. Another important thing that I wanted to share with you all is about the two asteroids that are coming our way. I posted the video before, but what I found was there are two more asteroids coming on September 14th. So one of the asteroid, there is a lot of buzz around this one, is called 2010 CO1. It is actually 0.154 AU, astronomical units, from the Earth, which is roughly 6 times the distance from the Earth to the Moon. 6 times the distance from the Earth to the Moon. It is going that far, and if you can see on September 14th, it is kind of staying away from the Earth and going up and keeping us harmless. But there is quite a bit of buzz around this asteroid, saying that it is coming close to the Earth and all. So I just wanted to tell you all guys that this is going pretty safe. Okay. So the second one everyone is talking about is 2000 QW7. It is quite far from the Earth. Like, the distance from Earth to the Sun is 1 astronomical unit. And the distance from Earth to this asteroid is 3 astronomical units. So it is 3 times the distance from Earth to the Sun. It's quite far, really, from where it is. Even if I go into September 14th time frame, it's passing pretty far from us. but there is information about that this asteroid is coming closer. All it is it is passing Earth's orbit, and the orbit of this asteroid and Earth are coming close, not the asteroid itself. So, but the information says that this asteroid is coming close to the Earth, but it is just the orbit itself is coming close. Alright, thank you all for watching.